8,120 blocks with fence. Welcome back to my channel once again. This is where I discuss with you everything related to construction, engineering works, and infrastructure development. In today's class of Fence 102, we are further discussing fencing. We will be looking at the number of blocks required to fence 450 square meters of plot of land, 648 square meter plot of land, and 4,046 square meter of land. Often people ask me, how many blocks will I use to fence my plot? To answer this, you have to consider what height are you looking at. The safe height for fencing started from 6 feet. 6 feet is 1.8 meter high, while 8 feet is 2.4 meter high, and 10 feet is 3 meter high. So today we'll be considering 450 square meter plot of land, 648 square meter plot of land, and an acres of land is 4,046 square meter. So we'll be considering these three sizes, square meter, and also in terms of 6 feet height, 8 feet height, and 10 feet height for fencing these sizes of land. So as you all know, most estates now sell their land in 450 square meter, which is 50 meter by 30 meter. In feet is 50 feet by 100 feet. Some sell in 18 meter by 36 meter, which is 160 feet by 120 feet. And also for an acres of land, the numbers of square meter you'll be getting when it's being plotted in your survey, it will be 4,046. Oftentimes, you can't find an acre of land in a perfect rectangular shape or a square shape because of the shape of land. So without wasting much time, we'll start with 450 square meters of land, which is 50 meter by 30 meter in meter, and in feet it is 50 feet by 100 feet. For you to fence this 450 square meters of land up to 1.8 meter, which is 6 feet, you will require 1,430 blocks to do that fencing. And for you to fence it to 2.4 meter, which is 8 feet, you will require 1,900 pieces of block. And if you want to fence it up to 3 meter, which is 10 feet, which is the most safest height for block work, you will require 2,400 blocks. So this block will either be 6 inches or 9 inches, depending on your choice of block or the terrain of the place you are going to do the fence. The next thing we are also going to consider is 648 square meters of land, which is 80 meter by 36 meter. In feet, it is 6. Blocks, and for you to take it to 2.4 meter high, which is 8 feet, you will require 2,300 blocks. And if you want to take it to the most safest height for your fence, which is 10 feet, in meter it is 3 meter, you will require 2,900 blocks to do the fencing. It is always advisable for you to consider the area you are doing the fence, and for you to also know height that is allowed within that community. Now, to fence 1 acre of land. 1 acre of land is 4,046 square meters. As I said earlier, in acres of land, you can't get a perfect rectangular shape or a square shape. So, but in your survey, the total area for the land will be 4,046 46 square meter. And for us to fence this size of land of 6 feet, which is 1.8 meter, we need 4,870 pieces of blocks. While to fence it to 8 feet, which is 2.4 meter, we need 6,500 blocks. And for 10 feet, which is 3 meter, we need 8,120 blocks. You can see that height of a fence varies, and when people ask how many blocks will I use to do my fence, it's also important for us to consider what size is the plot of land, or what size is the land. So that is one. Then two, what height are you looking at? So that's another factor that you also need to consider. Also importantly, you also need to consider the source you are buying these blocks from. What is the strength of their blocks? If you are having a lot of breakages, waste on site, definitely these numbers of blocks will increase. So this is just the benchmark for the numbers of blocks required to do your fencing. For today's fence class 102, this is what we're considering. In our next class, we will be considering the total material required in terms of blocks, cement, sand, aggregates, to do our fencing, considering 6 feet, 1.8 meter, 8 feet, 2.4 meter, 10 feet, 3 meter. Stay tuned. Please, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, I beg you, please do, to support us, so that this will help us to reach more audience. We appreciate you. God bless you.